Hello, my name is Ilona. Today is still Thursday, March 23rd, 2023, but this video most likely is going to be online on Friday, 24th of March, 2023. I actually asked people to respond to Facebook, on Facebook, just some things they would like to see in a shadow work video. I got a lot of reactions, but also other reactions that didn't have anything to do with shadow work. So I've decided to make this video as well. And the first question actually I looked at was between China and Russia. What is going on? Mr. X actually just visited Mr. P. To me, it feels like white hat influences talking to each other. Doesn't mean that they weren't dark energies in the past. I do believe that maybe some of them have been replaced. I keep that completely open. I just look at what's going on now and what their agendas are. So to me, Mr. X and Mr. P are both working for the white hat agenda. So they got together and there was something like they actually announced like something major is going to change that hasn't happened in like 100 years. Things like that were being talked about. It was very interesting to see. And I actually got some cards on that, like what is going on there. And first of all, I got the 7 of Cups. The central card is the Ace of Pentacles, which immediately to me is like a yes on what I'm sensing or what I'm seeing. And then we have the 9 of Swords in the past. We have the Moon card underneath the central card. And for the future, near future, we have the Knight of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Well, to me, this is very interesting. There's a lot of confusion, obviously, because of the media. They want to paint them as awful people and that it's really a problem that Mr. X visited Mr. P and this is not good news. So there's a lot of confusion going on, a lot of confusion from people, like what is really going on. I have to mention that, of course, I'm not really sure if this has happened now or maybe in the past and we are watching a movie. I'll just leave it at that because I'm looking at what is now being announced. I just look at the energy of the effect of what is coming out now. So that's why it's very possible this has already happened and we are really watching a movie. I don't like the term movie very much because there are people in awful situations just dealing with everything that's going on. So this is not like an enjoyment, like watch the movie and things like that. So I keep that a bit, I don't want to use that term, but it's possible that we're watching something that has already happened. It is a possibility, but I'm just going to look at it like it's presented now in the media. That's what I do. I just look at the things that are happening now, so to speak, or at least when they are announced now, because that will create a certain effect on the public. And of course, the media are trying to paint them as awful and, they're working against the West, and they actually announced, Mr. P and Mr. X, that they want peace and that the West doesn't want any peace. So it's very interesting to see, because obviously the dark energies do not want the war to stop in the Ukraine because there's too much at stake here. Too much information will come out about labs, about other things going on there. And of course, they try to switch and turn it. That's what the dark energies do. We have, of course, this they've announced, I talked about this in another video, that Mr. P is actually wanted for certain things happening in the Ukraine, and also that he got children away there. Well, most people here in the Truva community do know that in the Ukraine a lot of children were used for completely different reasons, and he actually saved those children. But it really is about the perspective that's being presented in the media and how people are going to look at that. But this is an opportunity to change things. And to me, it feels like a change in the positive direction. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is showing me. Like, this is an opportunity. Something has been spoken about. Something has been, they agreed on things. And we're not going to see immediately what the effect is. There's still, like I mentioned, there's some confusion what really has been spoken about, but we're going to see the effect in the future, the near future. We're going to see things moving in a positive way, in a positive light. And I think that's a very interesting energy that's going on there. I do not get a very negative energy. I think it was very important that they showed this to the world, that Mr. X and Mr. P are actually working in a way together. and they actually want peace instead of holding on to this war. And more things are coming out, obviously, that really the United States, really the dark energies there, trying to hold on to this war and really don't want to give it up. And of course, they're still trying to get as much money as possible in that direction through all kinds of shady dealings, and governments that are still promising them to send them some kind of weaponry or send them money. So they're still trying to hold on to that. Those are the dark energies, but it's collapsing. And to me, something positive will come out and put things in motion again. That's what this is about Russia and China. The second thing I wanted to look at is again about the financial system. I got a lot of questions, the banks are going to fall. What should I do with my money? Should I just take it out, or should I leave it on an account where there's like a savings account, because there are things going on that apparently some guarantee that some of the money will remain. To be very honest, I see that differently. If the banks will fall, there is no guarantee whatsoever. You're not going to get any money, not if it's on a savings account or not, because they won't have anything. So that's how I see it. Again, I just want to mention my point of view. I see the quantum financial system as something positive from the white hats. I know there are people in way different ways looking at it. I just got an article sent to me that there are people looking at the quantum financial system as dark energy. We also have Nasara Gezera, which I use on purpose because there's also a dark Nasara Gezera. So I just wanted to, not confuse those things, but now I've just read something about the dark quantum financial system. To be very honest, look what resonates for you. That's the most important thing. I can't guarantee anything. This is how I see things. This is how I feel about the financial system. I'm not confused of how to say this. I'm not worried at all. To me, it feels like the other system is going to kick in once everything has fallen apart, like the dark system. It will seem like everything is lost. That's the feeling I'm getting. And then I don't know how long it will take. It will come back, and then the money that was on the bank will be returned to you because it was part, it was from you. It was your in your possession. That's how I see things and feel things. Doesn't mean I'm right. Of course, if someone else will say, it's going to be dark energies, it could be a possibility, but we don't know. We'll see when it happens which way it's going to turn out. But this is how I feel about it. So I'm not taking out all my money, not that there's a lot of money going on there anyway. And I just have some cash in my house, just in case. That's it. So I'm not worried about that at all. But like I said, see what resonates for you. If you have a feeling that something awful is going to happen, you want to get all your money from the bank, take it out if that's what makes you feel right, or if that is suitable for you. If you want to have gold and silver, if that feels right to you, make that decision for yourself, then follow that along. I'm not really concerned about that, so I'm just going to leave that for what it is. But it's very important you make your own decisions. You don't just follow other people because they say one thing on there, they say another thing. So I also wanted to mention that it's not going to help very much sending me all these articles with people seeing it differently, because I think it's pretty clear where I stand. Of course, concerning Mr. T or concerning the quantum financial system, like I said, I can be wrong. That's why you should follow your own inner compass. Make your own decisions. Take responsibility, and don't just follow other people. They could be right, but they could also be wrong. So I just wanted to mention that you can still send me the articles. I'm just not going to do very much with them. I get a lot of articles sent to me about people seeing it completely different than me. And, it's fine that you send me, but it doesn't resonate with me, obviously. Otherwise, I would have said something in my videos about that. So it's interesting to see, but make up your own mind. You want to follow someone else because it resonates more with you, that's fine with me. Or what I'm saying resonates with you, but make up your own decisions. Don't give the responsibility of your life away to someone else. We really need to step into our own power now. So these are the cards I got for the financial system. To me, I feel like the quantum financial system will be a good system. The cards I got was the Four of Pentacles. The central card right now is the Two of Swords. We have the Three of Swords in the past. we've got the Queen of Wands underneath the central card. And for the future, near future, we have the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So to me, this feels like a yes. But again, this is my interpretation. Of course, the cards I'm reading and drawing. So, make your own conclusion, so to speak. But this is how I see things. I feel that the new system will come in to heal the old system. There is so much pain and corruption been going on in these old systems, suppressing humanity, keep us in a low vibration, the vibration of poverty. And just if you work real hard, you might get a better life. But it's all to keep us stuck in this system. And that system is going to fall apart. But they are still deciding when it actually is going to fall. So this is, to me, feels like they're still deciding when it is going to fall. But they are deciding the exact moment this is going to happen. And right now, the old dark energy is still trying to hold on to what they've got, trying to gain some access to money because it's really drying up for them. But the whiteheads are in control. They are the ones to decide when this is actually going to fall, when those old systems, these old banks are going to collapse. And they're still seeing when this actually is going to happen. It's going to happen, but it's they will decide when this is going to happen. And it will have a healing effect. It will be like a complete different way of dealing with money, and probably if we evolve more, grow more, I'm not even sure if money will be an issue then, maybe different ways of working through that. But we really are going to come into this completely new world. At least that's how I view it. And it will be very difficult now to completely say how it's going to work out. To me, it feels, I fully trust it will be all right. It will be completely different. We will be the only ones accessing our money that belongs to us. There'll be no banks in that way that'll be taking money or anything away from us. Those things will completely change. So we will have access to it. It will be like a completely new start. The Ace of Cups, and I think there will be abundance as well for everyone, so we can just do what feels right to us. And I think it's very important to just realize that it's difficult to say how the education system is going to work out or how the justice system is going to work out. It's going to be completely different. It will be focused on humanity, the best of humanity. The education system will be focused on the children, not try to indoctrinate them, not trying to brainwash them. This is really about making them the best version they can be of themselves and really helping them step into their power. And when we are stepping into our power as humanity, really taking responsibilities for our own decisions, that's why it's so important to see what fits with you, to see which truth is for you. Maybe it's very different from what I'm saying, and that's fine. Follow that line, but make that decision yourself so we can show our children, the children of the world, because this is about the children. This is really about creating a completely new future where they'll be safe, where they won't be used in any way. They'll be safe to be themselves. So we're creating something wonderful, and that's how I view it, and that's how I see it. So even with the financial system, the old system will have to go first. Then I think there's going to be a period that it will seem like everything is gone, and then the new system will come in. That's how I see it. I see it as healing from all these old pains, that old corrupt system. I see it like a completely new opportunity to begin, like a new beginning and a new way of looking, just humanity as a whole in a completely new energy of abundance. We don't have to worry about money in that way anymore. We don't have to worry that it's going to be used against us to keep us in a low vibration or frequency. So it's also very important what resonates, what frequency is it in, and really follow that line. That's the most important part. And I already mentioned, if it doesn't feel right to me, I feel like something is dragging down my energy, then I'll just leave it for what it is. And we all have to make our own decisions. What is right for us, what feels right for us, and make that decision. So don't give away your responsibility to other people. Take your own responsibility, make your own decisions, what you want to do with your money, what feels right to you, and how you want to maybe invest it in gold and silver, or maybe you don't. but follow your own line. Very important. I'd like to leave it at this and hope to see you in another video. Bye.